A pleasant day to everyone, especially to you, Mom. By the way, I am tasked to cite three things that I have learned significantly from this subject. And those things are: first is all about set, next is arguments, and lastly will be the conditional and biconditional statements. So when we say arguments is all about, or you can conclude that the arguments is true when the conclusion is tautology. One of the example of arguments is the true and false table. So that is one of the example. Another is the set. A set is a combination, or it compose objects that are members and elements of a set. So that is a set. And next, we will proceed to the biconditional statement. A biconditional statement is a combination of a conditional statement and its converse written in the if and only if form. Okay, so two line segments are congruent if and only if they are of equal length. If they are equal, that's the time that you can say that it is a congruent. Then it is also a combination of two conditional statements. If two line segments are congruent, then they are of equal length. They are equal. And if two line segments are equal length, then they are congruent. Next is, we will proceed to biconditional statement is true if and only if both our conditionals are true. Okay, the next task is, from those lessons that I have learned from this subject, is I have to cite one lesson that I have learned, and I have to connect it with my real life. So first thing is, or the lesson that I have gained something, is all about the arguments. Arguments, during in the truth table, you can say that there are statements that you can say that it is false, but at the end of the result of those truth tables is tautology, which means from those false somehow can be true. Okay, how can I connect those lesson from a real life? In a way that, I can connect it in a way that in our life, sometimes we can experience false. False represent negative situation. We can experience negative just like storms in life, problems, challenges, everything would come. Especially nowadays, pandemic days. We can say that this is life. Why is it so hard? You can even question yourself. Well, from those negative situations that you have been experienced for life, somehow is a good one. A good one in a way that it will result perseverance, it can make you stronger, and it can make you even better version of yourself. You can discover something that this problems, these struggles that I've been facing right now, it is just a challenge. It is just a test, or it is just a way that you can, in order for you to discover the things that you haven't discovered for yourself. So just imagine how good it is, how amazing. Even though you cannot even realize it right now, you cannot realize it now, or even just like that, but with the situation that you have been experienced, with the situation that you've been through, you experience the goodness, the greatness, or the result, a good result of such problem that you have been facing. And that result will make you a better one, will make you the best version of yourself, that that you can realize that what's this, how can I come up with this. And with those realization that you have experienced, those you can say that I am pleased, and I am honored that, and I am thankful that I have experienced those problems in life. And from those problems, it will result tautology, which is it will result a good way. It will result not in a bad way, but it will result for a good way. Not for your life, but for your own good. And the last task that has given is to cite or to state the values that I have learned from this subject. Well, this subject has taught me a lot. It gives me, or it realize, I realize more. I realize something that is useful. That is useful for me in living my life every day. One of those is this Math 111 subject is not that easy. It's not that easy to solve. It's not that easy to understand. Although, somehow, by learning, by studying hard, you will be able to get it. Well, that that is the values that I get. That is the value or the attitude that I have get in this subject. Why? Um, in everything that we do, we don't have to be rushed. I myself, I want things rush. I want things done immediately. But that's not life. Life takes time. Takes time for you to succeed. Just like Math 111. Math 111 will give you a hard time. Yes, a hard time to understand those problems. But from those problems that you have been analyzed, you have been solving, from those times, even though it's a long time, but you will be able to get the answer. That's what I have learned, that in life, you have to be patient. Do not control the process. Do not rush things. Everything has its own time. And everyone has a perfect time. Even though it doesn't happen now, but there is a perfect time for you to get the things that you want in life. Patience and perseverance will be needed.